I'm back. So since we've talked the last time, I told you I'd pulled all this out of the garden, right? So I have two piles over here. So this is the piles of the greens and the cabbage. So what I'm going to do with this pile is I'm going to actually harvest them, put them in some bags. I have some paper bags, plastic bags over there, and put them in a refrigerator and store them so that I can cook a recipe. So stay tuned. I got to find a recipe to cook with the greens and cabbage. And then from here, this is the non-edible items right over here. So this is just basically gonna go into the trash can. They're weeds, they're those type of items. And as I mentioned earlier with the garden, if you go over here, we still had the patch of tomato plants that you can see over here. I pulled one of the patches out, and what I did is I put them into some water. This is going to be their temporary home spot. And then, as you can see, we have a lot of tomatoes. So, I want to give them room to grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just spread them all over the garden. Last year when I decided to plant, I had planted some transplants, but I also planted some seedlings. And I was kind of bummed out last year because I was thinking, oh, I have the plants, but none of the seeds came up. And so I was just happy with the abundance I got, and through the winter these came up. So what I'm going to do is, I figure since they survived the winter, they must be some pretty tough plants, so they need some love. So I'm going to spread them again all over the garden. This area I'm going to spread them, probably a little bit here, just sprinkle them a little bit everywhere in the garden. I might even do the back area near where the tree is at, so that we can allow these plants to thrive and grow. Now I don't know if they're going to survive with the move, but we're just going to experiment and see, and then we'll see how the status of the plants go. Now there was another set of plants over here. If you looked, these plants over here were the ones that I had planted about a week ago. So as you can see, this is the one I said there was a cherry. These are the beef sticks, and then these are the ones that were sitting in the window. We had a cold frost recently. We had some rain and a cold frost, so I was kind of concerned, but it looks like they're going to survive. So as you can see, they're in the ground. Looks like they're going to survive, and I'm hoping that that's what's going to happen with these. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to plant them throughout the garden, and then I'll show you the end result. So I recommend to stay tuned all through the spring and summer to see how these plants survive. And want to go ahead and click, subscribe, and share with your friends. So keep going, keep growing, and I look forward to you in our next video. Thank you.